Well, get ready. Hurricane season does start tomorrow. And while different coasts are calm and cool and collected right now, you see this view of the tropics, everything is quiet. We are still, though, expecting a very busy season for this 2024 year. The North Carolina Red Cross is expecting it too.
All right. So let's toss to that soundbite about it.
Readiness is having the understanding of what you or your family may need. For example, as I'm standing here, this is a backpack that would be something that you would prepare for one person. So you're going to be ready for the items that you need. Right here, we have a kit that is designed for a family. So you're going to make sure that you have the items that you and your family would need in case of a disaster.
Yeah, so this is, really important. It's nothing like being prepared as well, too. Kind of just, we got 3 meteorologists at the table. So kind of talk about, the importance of making sure that you are ready if a hurricane comes to your area.
Well, it's always good to have a plan, right? And, as I always say, we don't live at the beach.
Yeah.
We're a couple hours away, but there are still impacts that we can see here in the Piedmont from those storms, usually floods or high winds, right? And so it's good to have that mentality. Usually it's not too busy for us in June, but especially by July, August, and really September.
It's always scary when you do see the impact of those who do live out on the coast and kind of looking at the aftermath of them, of the damage that could happen out there.
And obviously there's so much more you have to do if you have property at the coast or you have friends that live there, check on them and that type of thing. But I mean, Tim's right. For here, it's really more of a flooding issue if it even gets that far in.
That's right.
Yeah. I was just going to say, for our family and friends, it's a huge task, even just as a meteorologist, to make sure they're also planning ahead as well, especially if they live along the coastline, anywhere along the East Coast.
That's
I mean,
good.
we had power outages, lots of power outages. Remember which was the, was it Florence or Matthew, the big rain down east, and we had power outages here.
And Michael was a big one for us. And that took some siding off of my house, actually. It was a big problem for me. A lot of people have those issues sometimes. But we talk about this year, there are a couple reasons why the forecasters and us, we agree it's probably going to be a busy year. The water temperature right now in the Atlantic, especially in the middle of the ocean, is at August levels. And we're in May.
Already.
So it's ahead of schedule, and that just gives more fuel because that's how hurricanes form.
Yeah, that is definitely how these hurricanes can form. That warm water kind of provides fuel for these thunderstorms to pop up within these hurricanes to kind of help them get going. And so by the time they're near us, it can be, dangerous, of course.
We don't have to worry about that right now.
That's good.
We do not.
We're all good.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We'll be prepared. So always have that News 2 weather app right there handy with